Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of our new podcast, the Unstable Book Pod, where we get unstable about all things books. We thought that we could use this episode as a chance for you lot to get to know us as people. So,
Yeah.
my name is Chelsea. I'm 26 and I live in London.
And my name's T. I'm 23 and I'm from the West Midlands.
So, very quick backstory on the podcast is that we are both a part of / co-run a WhatsApp community called the Unstable Book Besties.
Yeah.
Which we have decided that Tia gave birth to it, but we, and when I say we, I also mean our other besties, Jazz and M,
Yeah.
have helped
Massively.
bring it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll let Tia tell you about how it all came to be.
What does it say? I started reading about 2 years ago, and I had no one to talk to about it, and I thought, okay, it's not going to last forever, but we're going to make a TikTok about it. And I basically posted that I like reading, that I am in university, and that I need friends, basically, as you do. Just put out on the internet that you have no one. It worked.
Yeah.
The post kind of just blew up, and next thing you know, I was getting flooded with comments going, oh my god, we need a group chat, oh my god, what's your Snapchat, oh my god, what's your Instagram? And it was just a lot. And then someone suggested a WhatsApp community. I can't remember who it was, but whoever it was, you're a legend. And I looked into it, I built it, and now it's still thriving a year later. We've got multiple different chats in there. We've got Wordle checkups every day. We've got a book club, which our queen over here keeps thriving and surviving. But yeah, I've just met the best people. Not Chelsea, obviously, definitely not her. But there's like over 100 of us, and it's just amazing because we all have that one common love for books. So slay.
It's very chill.
Yeah, it is very
Very
chill.
flat. Yeah.
So what I mean, I needed a village to help calm my child because in the beginning it was so chaotic and it was so scary seeing so many brand new people come in every single day. Conversations literally stretching for like 2 days straight at a time.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say I hated it because I definitely didn't, but I'm so glad we're more chill now. Yeah, like not everyone speaks every single day, but everyone knows that they can, and then they can come back to it whenever they can.
The pressure is not as bad as it. Yeah.
I just feel like it's like when it began, you know the meme, the pressure is getting worse. That is literally how I felt after I made it, because I'm seeing all these people come in and that's when I first learned do not disturb was a thing, because as much as I love speaking, I was like, I need to go to bed, I've got uni in the morning, or I've got an assignment to do, I need to turn my phone off. But no, I couldn't love anyone any more than I do, honestly. It's been a whirlwind. We've had a journey, but we're still thriving. We're still here a year later, so I can't lie. Without you, Jazz, M as well, carrying me, I think the group would have literally fell. And we're gonna keep talking about Jazz and M because they will be joining us at some point.
We will be bullying them to guest star on the
Yes,
podcast.
they will be joining us. They can give you all our pointers.
Yeah, it's harder than you realise to get like 4 adults.
Yes.
Together.
We all live such different lives as well, but we all literally. I was saying this to Jazz the other day. I said like me and M are like copies of each other, and you and Jazz are copies of each other. So I feel like we just balance each other out. So then trying to get all 4 of us together
the other day too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It is literally crazy because like you and Jazz, you know when I noticed it? Basically, I don't watch anything. I don't listen to anyone else. I'm very weird and very quirky and very picky. So Jazz and Chelsea were talking about loads of different artists and songs, and I was just like, I have no idea what's going on. And I texted them, she was like, I have no idea. I was like, oh my god, same. But no, this is what I mean. This is one of the perks of having that chat. You just find so many people like yourself, and as well as so many people who are completely different, and it just works.
Yeah.
And our ages are all different as well. We're all over 18 because that's the rule. But there's no limit. I think we've got people close to 40. We've got people freshly 18, 19. It's just a nice, welcoming environment to be in.
I'm still waiting for the day that we get like a 17-year-old.
And we have to go again.
Yeah. Sorry guys, we're gonna have to start seeing IDs.
You know, if I was 17 though, and I saw 18 plus in the chat, like as their name, I would not join because I'd be too scared that they're gonna find out.
Yeah. To be fair, there's not much we could do.
No, just remove. Sorry.
While we are on the subject of the group, before I forget, because my memory is like a fish. Obviously, we wanted this to be a book podcast, but not solely just books. It's sort of like a place to come, talk about what's going on in the book world, chill. When we thought a good idea to make sure that we keep books incorporated in this podcast would be to sort of spotlight the book club book of the month.
Yes.
So then at the first episode of every month will be about last month's book. Does that make sense?
Hope. We hope.
Me and T are also both massive mood readers, so this is kind of like the kick up the bum to try and actually read them. Yeah. To be fair, I am better than T. Not to
you are way better than me. I think I read like 3. 3.
But March's book club book pick. So we change every month on how we pick. Sometimes we vote on genre first and then on a book, or if it's like a Halloween month, we'll vote on Halloween books. We try and mix it up. Yeah. So this month I just asked everyone to give me suggestions on books that they want to read, because sometimes I feel like that helps. You know,
my TBR. It does not help my TBR.
I mean, it helps my TBR because I already had this. So I was like,
my TBR is just growing.
So this is First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. I don't like to know too much going into the books, but what I do know is that, well, I know from reading the name, our main male character is Aidan, and he's the host of a radio show that is a romance hotline, but he no longer believes in love. And then we have our female main character, Lucy, who is a single mum, and her daughter phones up the hotline to try and find love for her mum.
Why do I want to do that now? Like, I can make that. I can do that.
I'm going to ring up a romance hotline and be like, "Hi, I'm Tia's daughter.
Hi, I have a twin. She sounds exactly like me.
My friend needs a boyfriend."
No, because I can...
No, I can do it for Jazz as well. But like, and my friend Jazz, she needs a boyfriend.
Double dates.
Why does my voice do that? She needs a boyfriend.
No. Imagine.
So hopefully for April's, one of the first episodes that we have up in April, we can have a conversation about this. It might even just be 3 minutes long where we go, I didn't read it.
Forgot, sorry.
I think I'm going to read this one. I can't.
No, I think I am. This is me. Hey, you can take my word. I'm going to say it out loud now. I will read this book within March 2025. I have to date it.
Yeah, not March 26th.
Like, you've got my word. I can't break my word.
Okay.
No, I'm scared.
Because the only 3 set books I have on my like TBR for this month is this one.
Yeah.
Wild Side.
Yeah.
And the Arc that we both got.
We'll talk about that in a bit.
We'll talk about that. So my POA is I've started the Arc today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm literally like 10 pages in.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna read Wild Side. I'm not gonna lie. I'm reading Wild Side next.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna read this one.
See, my POA now, because I finished Wyatt this morning, so I don't know whether to read Wild Side now and then read the Arc.
Read the Arc with me.
Yeah, actually, that makes sense. Yeah, you can be... I have a feeling we're going to need each other, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I looked at the triggers.
Oh, no. Do I want to know?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's...
I couldn't know even if I wanted to.
It is crazy. I don't even have the Kindle app on here to get it up.
This is the unstable part of us. Like, we will say something and it will go straight out of our heads, and then we're like, huh?
Yeah.
It's actually more of a...
Oh, I have put the Kindle app on here. So the Arc... Yeah, this is... We're going off on a tangent, because this was part of the plan.
Here's your turn.
So the arc is.
Well,
Let me
first of all, we've been gifted it by Rose and Star,
Yeah.
the absolute gems that they are.
Thank you,
So
Rose and Star.
excited.
Blood and Betrayals. It's the first in the
Avalon
Avalon
University.
University.
Yeah.
It comes out on the 25th of March.
I
I
want to
think.
say I agree.
Yeah, I
I
think that's
want
right.
to agree with you, but my memory is just as bad as yours, if not worse. I
Okay,
can't
are we
double
ready
bookish.
for the content advisory? Is this a spoiler? Are we allowed to do the?
I'm not sure. Give me one. If we can tease one. One's not gonna
Stalking?
hurt. Huh?
Stalking?
Stalking?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, we'll leave it at that.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because then after it
This
comes
is
out,
this
it
is
could
also
be
by
also a
yeah,
thing for us.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is Jeanette Rose and Alexis Rune. I forgot to
I'm
say
so
that.
excited.
I'm so excited.
So
As
that's
soon
our
as I get
POA.
this, that's what I'm reading.
So my top fives of 2024, and I'm gonna try my hardest to keep it short and sweet. I might speed up like Eminem, but no particular order because I will get upset and I will not be able to do it in any particular order because I will backtrack. So starting with a new author for me and Chelsea, Amber V. Nicole. She wrote the Gods and Monsters series. Oh, love you, Queen. Absolutely slay. Promise I didn't look at Sammy Diana. Promise.
Yeah.
However, greatest female character of all time. I think she's the reason these books are so high for me as well. So
She
I've
actually is the
chosen.
goat.
No, she
She's the
is the
goat.
GOAT.
Yeah.
Like, she's my favourite female character of all time, and I've read
Yeah.
some absolute bangers. So Dawn of the Cursed Queen, which is book number 3 in Gods and Monsters. I'm not going to say anything because I want you all to read it and then I can talk to you about it. But all I'm going to say is twists and turns, tears and laughter, and gobsmacked.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few of the emotions I went through. Second of all, well, not second of all, second book, I should say. I lived out my cowboy fantasy with this book. It was about me. It was written about me. Lila, I know you know me, really, and you wrote this about me. It was Done and Dusted by Lila Sage, and I say it's about me because it's the first time I've properly resonated with a character. The female character, again, obsessed with her. She had ADHD, and if you didn't know, I've got ADHD, and it just felt like, you know, the saying, is this play about us? Like,
Yeah.
Lila, turn the cameras off. Like,
Am I being punked
so,
right now?
honestly, it was about me. I got to live out my cowboy dreams, but not really, so we still pray for that. Number 3 was, again, I'm saying number 3, it's just number 3 that I've written down. This is in
It's
no
fine.
order.
It's
I'll get
okay.
upset. I'll get
It's
upset.
okay.
I don't want to cry. Speaking of crying, I sobbed my eyes out when I finished this book because this man didn't exist. I sobbed my eyes out halfway through because he didn't exist. This is Daydream by Hannah Grace. Henry is the love of my life. He is absolutely everything. He sits on my mind rent free. And he made, not just him, the entire book made me just so happy that I teared and cried. But
That's so
again,
valid.
tangents. I can't do it, but go and read it. Now, the next one, I'm not sure how many people know this. If you're in the chat, you'll know I'm obsessed with this author because how much I talk about her. But the next one is Chaos by Luna Mason. And I think this is the first book that I read that I had to sit and stare at a wall afterwards because it just hit me like a truck. I was an emotional wreck. This has such a strong advocate for men's mental health, and Luna herself then released some banging editions that literally all the profits go straight to mental health and different charities. So massive impact in real life as well, even in the fictional world. So that's Chaos. That is the first book in the Beneath the Secrets, which follows on from Beneath the Mask, which is the way I recommend reading it if you are, which you should, because I've said so. No, I'm joking, but go and read it.
I have
And
got the
then,
second. I've got
have
the
you?
second. I downloaded it on Kindle Unlimited.
What, Detonate?
Yeah. So I
You're going
could
to meet
be
the love of my
entering in my
life.
Luna Mason era.
You're going to
Maybe.
meet Grayson, the love of my life. Grayson's in the first series. He's everything to me.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the reasons I have sunshine tattooed on me. It's why I tell myself it was just a coincidence, but he's really one of the reasons.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to say the fifth one, it's not written down, so I'm breaking the rules, is going to be Lightlark by Alex Astor. And me and this series, we're having a bit of a moment at the minute. We're roughing it out. We are scrapping because if I don't get what I want, I'm not going to be happy. I will put them up. I will put them up because I am obsessed with a singular man. I am him. I know Chelsea is on the opposite side of me.
No, see, I'm not. I'm just very undecided. Like, I really, really love
Yeah,
Oro
so
as
opposite.
well.
I'm stuck on one. You
No,
want?
because I really love him. I love them both. I want them both.
See, I got basically. I'm obsessed with Grimm. I'm a Grimm girly for the end till the end of
Mm.
time. I will never not love Grimm. Grimm could literally come up to me, smack me in the face, throw me in front of a bus, and I'd say thank you. Like
No, and I get that,
yeah,
but I
I'm
also
obsessed with
love
Grimm.
him.
Yeah.
I'm Catherine Pierce. You can love them both. I did.
Oh, I was
Oh,
gonna
you
say
don't know
I don't
Vampire
get your reference.
Diaries.
I don't watch nothing.
Oh, this is
I'm
why I need
sorry.
Jazz.
Yeah, this is what we mean when. Oh no.
So would
No.
you say Lightlock over Nightbane?
Hmm.
Because
Now
isn't
that's a
Nightbane
question.
more Oro heavy?
See, Nightbane gave me some great, and I mean
Mm.
great, grim content, and I loved it. But Lightlark introduced me to him,
Yeah,
so
no,
I feel
valid.
like I fell for him in Lightlark, and that love powers me on.
Yeah,
I just
no,
I
valid.
always return to Lightlark because in Nightbane they try and sway me against my man, and it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So we're sticking with our guns and we're going with Lightlark by Alex Astor.
Nice.
So now your turn because I struggled.
Well, okay. Not to copy you, but
Yeah,
I too have Dawn of the Cursed Queen
rightly so.
on this list. I just love the series, and what I really loved with uh this book in particular is all of the characters. Like
Yeah,
I feel like you slowly get introduced to all of the different characters and storylines, but in this third one was when you really you're splitting off into all
yeah,
different
and
like
it's not
times and
overwhelming.
no. And no one is boring, like you're not in any kind of point of view thinking oh, because normally you want to get back to the main characters. But with this book I was just like, no, I need to know like what everyone's
Yeah,
doing. So
yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
like changed my life. Changed my life.
Yeah,
Next, again, not to copy you, but this was a book where I felt like the author had come into my life and had been watching me for a long time
yeah,
and then wrote a book about me, and that is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. The way that anxiety is written and portrayed in this, like, it's the same as how you felt with Done and Dusted. Like,
yeah. Like turn the
there were
cameras off, please.
there were times where I had to put the book down and be like, I feel so naked right now. I feel like bare because I'm like, this is my life in
Yeah,
words. It is
yeah.
crazy. And it's just so gorgeous. Like, I love it. I love it
It's
so
so
much.
comforting, isn't it? When you
Yeah,
feel like you've just been heard, even though you haven't said it.
yeah. And I think as well to see them still be like desirable and people still fall in love with them even though they've got these like weird quirks. And
Yeah.
the biggest thing I think with anxiety is the feeling of being a burden.
Mhm.
And
Major.
they tackle this really well in the book. And anyway,
I need to read it. I do need to read it
you
still.
do, you would love it. Um, Went a bit rogue.
Oh,
I then put Serpent and the Wings of Night
okay.
because I just really, really enjoyed reading that last year.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
I mean,
know.
I feel like that's where so many people get confused with like top fives. It doesn't have to be like truly the most mind blowing book. It just needs to be a
Yeah,
book that you really enjoy reading.
Yeah, and I feel like if someone came to me and they were like, I want to get into fantasy, I would be like, there you go.
I still need to
Like,
read that too.
yeah, it's so good.
I've got
I
the
definitely,
paperbacks.
I will be laying awake tonight being
Hmm.
like, you read all of these amazing books last year and none of them made your list.
Oh, I
But these
don't.
were the ones that like came to my head.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Um,
fighting demons.
I then went with Beach Read
Oh,
by Emily Henry.
no shock.
No shock there. I just love Emily Henry and I love all of her books, but I had to just pick one and I picked
Yeah.
Beach Read. Um, but I feel like it's one of those where I don't want to sit here and be like, you need to read it because I feel like I wanted to say everyone has read it. Obviously, you have not read it, but if someone's big into like contemporary romance, I feel
Yeah.
like you've read Emily Henry because she's just the goat.
I just, I
Um,
want to. I need
mm.
to. I've got Happy Place. Is that Emily?
Oh, I love Happy Place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then yeah,
you should read that. That's
it's on my TBR trolley. I promise.
yeah. And then finally, I went with Fourth Wing
Slay.
because I read that for the first time last year, and I'm just enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I think as well, this is the first time that I'm reading a popular series
Mhm.
as it's coming out.
Yeah.
So like I'm enjoying the buzz that comes with it as well. Like I really, really love the build up to Onyx Storm and like all of us being like and talking about theories and
Yeah.
release day and watching people celebrate release day. I feel like this is the first series with that kind of hype that I'm reading. I'm going through it as it happens. Like
I'm
as much
so
as
scared though.
oh yeah, and I love that. Like we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are our top five reads of 2024.
They are.
Next, we are doing our top five anticipated releases for the remainder of 2025.
I fear we're going to be very similar with this.
I fear also. Well, our first one is
Yeah.
definitely going to be the same.
Yes.
So instead of talking about it twice, we'll talk about it once.
Go ahead, girlie. Introduce it.
Well, I'm assuming we both have The Wrath of the Fallen.
Of course we do. Of course we do.
So this is the fourth in the Gods and Monsters series. It's released August 3rd, 2025, because it's the day after my birthday.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
hmm
I'm so excited. I'm
I'm
petrified,
excited, but
but
yeah,
I'm excited.
terrified.
Especially because we were talking about this the other day. Amber has confidently said we know how this basically the series is gonna be 7 books, but
Yeah,
she says that we already know how it ends.
it's already
Like
been
throughout
spoken
these ones
about.
that we've already
Yeah,
had, we're like, I don't want to know, but I also don't want it to happen. Like, I just don't want it to end. I feel like this series I literally could sit there and read it for the rest of my life.
yeah. So
Amber,
good.
what have you done? Amber, what have you done to me?
The next, I don't know. Have you got today's release on there?
I have.
So we also have Wild Side, yes,
Yes.
by Elsie Silver,
Yeah.
which is released today.
Technically today, but I don't have it today, so still
No, but it is
anticipating for
on.
me.
It's on Kindle Unlimited, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
This one is. I
Number
can't remember
3.
what number three, but I can't remember the couple.
Oh, it is. Is it Teddy? Is her name Teddy? Is his name Teddy? I know it's. See, this is where my memory goes blank because in Rose Hill, it's the one who has her sister's child,
Yes,
and then he and her had something in the past, and he moved away,
and
and
now
then he's
he's
come
back.
back, and then I think it's Marriage of
Second
Convenience.
chance as well.
But there's a mask involved. Like I think he's a
There is,
wrestler.
yeah. He's a wrestler.
So
Sign me up. I'm intrigued. Color me
I
intrigued.
saw the mask. I was like, oh, okay, got me hooked.
And also, Elsie Silver just doesn't miss.
She doesn't miss, and I'm so in my cowboy era right now.
hmm
So I'm so glad that that's come out now because
I
I
have
will
another
read
one
it.
on here that should be on your list, but I don't know if it is on your list.
I'm scared because we didn't discuss our lists.
No.
Okay, hit me.
I have Rewind It Back by Liz Tom Ford on
Oh
mine.
my god, it's not! No, because it should be!
Before we started recording, it was the one where I went, and I added it to the
I
list.
was thinking, what is she gasped at? Because we were trying,
Mhm.
basically, we were writing our list on, like, call to each other, and I kept going to talk about it. I was like, no, we're not going to talk about it now, we're going to talk about it when we're recording. So I don't know Chelsea's list, but oh my god, why have I not put that on
So
here?
that is Rio's book.
It is.
And I love the trope of, what is it? Loves everyone but you.
Yeah,
That he
that
he likes
he
everyone
loves everyone
but
but
her.
one girl.
And it's someone
Or
that he already knows,
I think so. I
or
think
it's
it's
someone
like
that's
from
already been
friend.
in his life.
I think it's
Isn't it
someone he grew
friends
up
to
with.
enemies? Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like friends to enemies to lovers. I'm sure that's what
something
it
like that.
said.
But I'm so here for
Yeah.
it because Rio's hilarious.
Yeah.
See, technically that's not on my list. What I thought you were going to say was
Yeah.
Fearless, though.
See,
That one.
I decided to not
Oh,
put
did
that on mine.
you? See,
Yeah.
I am hooked. I'm hooked. Like, there's no way that I don't know what it is. Something about Kai Asa. It might be the way he says "darling." It might be his favourite colour is blue. I don't know. This boy, this man, this fictional character, don't know what he's done to me, but I am locked in on him. He can do no wrong in my eyes.
Mm.
Everything he does, I'm in awe, and I feel like I'm under this spell. So I'm itching for that book just to
You're
get me
in
more.
his dick sand.
I am, and I can't get out. Matter of fact, I don't want to. If someone
I
handed me a
think
shovel and said you can get out, I'd say no thanks.
no, thank you. I think
Mm.
he gave me the ick in Reckless.
See,
So
I see it. I do
yeah,
see it. But again,
yeah,
I'm stuck in the sand.
yeah. See,
No,
I'm
I'm
sort
just
of like I'm like halfway out of the sand.
see.
Maybe like
In how
maybe
they say,
one foot is left in the sand, and if
yeah,
Fearless is good, I'm going straight back in.
no, fully. You
But
know how they say don't move in quicksand? I am wriggling
you're like,
because I want to stay in that sand. I don't
yeah,
think he can ever do anything that would take me out of it. I can't lie. I fear I'm hooked for life. But
right.
yeah.
What are your last two then? I know that my last two definitely are not on your list.
See, I have just changed my mind on one of them.
Okay.
So, but I'm not sure anymore. One, I know 100% I am so excited because there's so many out there that I'm excited for. And this one, I'm shocked that I've chose this one because this author's releasing 2 books this year. And I'm shocked I've chose this one. I've chose The Defender by Anna Huang
Okay.
because, okay, striker, hooked. What do you mean I get an English football romance written by one of my favourite authors? Like, are you crazy? And the fact
That
that I
literally
got
is like
my
made for
team
you.
to do a cameo in there. We got Arsenal mentioned in the book. Hooked. Okay, I'm down. But this one, I don't know why, but the way that Anna set it up, I'm itching for it. Like, I wish it was coming out at the start of this year. Like, she's got another book coming out. I wish they just swap around real quick because I really, really need
Want
another
that
football
one?
romance. Yeah,
Yeah.
like don't get me wrong. I love a sports romance. I love like an NFL, a baseball, ice hockey, but they're not
There's
big
not a lot of
here.
football. Yeah,
They're
yeah.
not big for like. Well, they might be big here, but I don't hear much about them. So knowing I'm obsessed with this sport in real life, that I know all the terminology and like it's English. It's actually
Yeah.
like
No,
it
I
feels
get
like
that. Yeah.
it's a part of us kind of thing. So I'm so excited for the Defender.
Mhm.
And now I've just another one just popped into my head. This is why I try lists, but I can't stick to them. I'm just gonna go with the one I've written down.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Here I am.
Say them both.
There's 3. I can't do 3.
Oh,
Right,
you can
give
have
me
two.
one. Let me think. You give me yours, and I'll think on this last one.
So my last two, like these are just the ones that came to my
Yeah,
head. There are so many that are coming out this year that I'm
yeah.
so excited for. But who would I be if I didn't say Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry?
Okay.
don't know much about it because I like going into these ones
Yeah.
kind of blind. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to know the vibe, and that's enough
Yeah.
for me. But I also heard that she said it was heavily inspired by a Taylor Swift song.
Oh.
And that Taylor Swift song, I don't know if it was ever confirmed, but people were like theorizing it to be the last great American dynasty, which
Okay.
means absolutely nothing to Tia.
No. Smiling,
It's
waving.
about, the song is about like this, so like the last great American dynasty. So, you know, like, what's the best way
I know
to the
the
really,
show Dynasty.
yeah, to the smart people that might be listening to me now, I'm so sorry. But the song is basically about this woman who comes from like, you know, like a famous American family. You know, like the big families that are like
Oh, like what
rich.
people call Nepo babies.
Sort of, but not really. So
Yeah.
let me see if I can get the lyrics up.
Okay.
To
Whilst you do that, I have decided
yeah.
I'm gonna go for Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage because
Oh, see, I'm so excited for that one.
yeah, again, Lila can do no wrong. All of her books I've been obsessed with, and I'm heavily into my Cowboys at the minute. So it would be criminal not to mention Wild and Wrangled. So excited.
Yeah, yeah. Those books for me have got better have got better as they've gone on.
Yeah, I feel like they've all been 5 stars for me. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I've been hooked with every single one of them. Like each character that they give just gets better and better and better, and I'm just here for it. I'm so here for it,
Okay.
and they're quite funny as well. And the thing is, you look like you see them, and they're quite thin books. So when you go to use them, well, not use them, when you go to grab them, read them, you think, how much can this actually like affect me?
Yeah.
A lot,
Yeah. No, a lot.
a lot,
Yeah.
a lot. I'm kicking my feet, giggling half the time, if not more.
Okay. So I'm really sorry to the people that have like PhDs in songwriting and whatever. But the way that I take this song is about a woman who sort of like blows into town, marries in to like this rich family,
Mm.
um, and like the lyrics are, there goes the last great American dynasty. Who knows if she never showed up, what could have been? There goes the most shameless woman this town has ever seen. She had a marvelous time ruining everything. And then it was like, they say she was seen on occasion, pacing the rocks, staring out at the midnight sea, and in a feud with her neighbour, she stole his dog and dyed it key lime green. 50 years is a long time. Holiday House sat quietly on that beach, free of women with madness, their men and bad habits, and then it was bought by me. So it's sort of about like this house that this woman like lived
Yeah,
in. But I feel like of all the Taylor Swift songs to write a book inspired by, this is kind of rogue because she has
yeah,
so many that are like that you would think of before this one. So I'm excited for that.
yeah.
And then
You're a big Swiftie.
I'm a big Swiftie. And my last book on my list is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez, which is
Okay,
also a lyric in a Taylor Swift song.
that's yeah. You're definitely a Swiftie. If anyone
I'm a
couldn't
Swiftie.
tell, and
Yeah.
you couldn't see the half the cardboard cutout in the background,
Oh yeah,
Charles is a
this is Taylor.
Charles is a major
This is Taylor.
Swiftie.
Okay. And then we'll go into top five authors
Yeah.
next. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, do you want to go? I go?
I can go because I feel like
Yeah.
I've talked
Yeah.
about 3 of them.
Yeah.
I've talked
Literally
about
me.
3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So obviously I've already mentioned my love and obsession for Amber V. Nicole. And I
She is also on mine.
shocker. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
Honestly, from her books, just to her social media and like her stories and the tiny, tiny conversations that I've been looking to have with her through like Instagram DMs or even comments on TikToks, her vibe, she
Yeah.
just gives such good aura. Like I just love it.
Yeah.
And I found a podcast where she did a little segment. I think it was a Court of Wingspan or something like that.
Mhm.
She was on there like ages ago, and I was listening to it, and she just seems like such a nice person in general. So I've gone with Amber, no shock at all.
Yeah.
And then another one that I've already spoke about, Anna Huang. if she can make you subconsciously buy 4 of the same book, she's got to be up there. She's got to be up there. Anna is someone I clearly think about without realising, to the point where I accidentally forgot I'd already ordered her book and then reordered it 4 times of the same edition. Yeah. Don't think I need to say any more than that. Anna,
Unstable.
I'm obsessed. Honestly, I'm unstable fan, and
We
it's
need like a
not good.
buzzer that
We
anytime we
do.
read something, it just goes unstable.
Unstable. It's just like your
Yeah.
alarm, just
Yeah.
reminding you why we're called that.
Yeah.
And then another one that I've already spoke about and adore highly is Luna Mason. Now, Luna is, she is such a beautiful woman. Like, I honestly find so much comfort in her books, because I know they all come from, like, places within her that sometimes have been challenging, or that she can just, I don't know what she just projects it perfectly. And she's very open about struggling sometimes with writing books, or struggling with a certain story coming to her, or so and so. And I just feel like if you're that open as a person, especially as an author, it's just going to bring you so much more love, because you feel a part of it. And again, luckily enough, because I wouldn't stop talking about her books, I actually got onto her PR list, which is crazy to me. It's a pinch me moment every single time one of those books shows up. I'm just incredibly grateful. I still buy her books, even though I get sent some of them as well. Like, I can't support this woman enough. She is so amazing, and I'm obsessed with her. And then the 2 that I haven't spoke about yet, which is, actually, technically I spoke about Elsie, because we said that we're excited for Wildside, and she doesn't miss. And we're not wrong.
She
This
never
woman,
misses.
she never misses. Every single one of her books I've loved. I haven't sat there and thought, maybe not this one.
No.
Never.
No.
And whenever I like, if I ever get an itch to get into a cowboy romance or a small town, the first person I think about is Elsie. One of my friends who doesn't really read, she was like, I want to start reading, but I don't know where to start. I was like, Elsie, because she's just so good at it, and it's just so comforting, and she's just an easy read, but still so beautiful. So again, we've got Elsie. And then last but not least, the woman that got me into sports romance, Miss Elle Kennedy. Now, Elle Kennedy does not miss. I have not given any of her books less than a 5-star. Ever.
Wow.
That's Off Campus, Bright You, and the Campus Diaries. Those are the 3 series that I've read. I've not read many of her standalones or shorter series yet, but I plan to, because this woman is unreal. She can do no wrong in my eyes, and especially with her sports romances, I am hooked from the get-go. I still dream about Dean De Laurentiis. I still dream about Hunter Davenport. Sorry, that's Emily's man, but I do. And now with the Campus Diaries and just finishing Charlie Method. Charlie Method got 6 stars from me. This woman she's just so good. She's just top tier. And I talk about her all the time. And anytime anyone wants a sports romance, I'm definitely going to point you in Elle's direction, because I started with Elle.
Romance.
She is. I started with her, and I'm still going strong, and that's 2 years later. So what does that tell you, really? But before I start going on any more tangents, Chels, who have you chose?
So I obviously also have Anne Marie Nicole, so I won't say too much, because it's all just been said. And I think as well, she loves Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I love Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It just feels very, like, all of the...
Yeah.
Everything's fallen into place. That's how it feels.
Yeah.
Then next, shocker, Emily Henry. This is a bit of a rogue one, because I still have like 1 or 2 of hers that I still need to read. But again, they've all been like 4.5 or more stars. Like, I have loved all of them.
Yeah.
Then we have shock horror. I also have Elle Kennedy, because she is the queen of sports romance.
She is.
Like, and then I also have Elsie Silver.
Tuned.
But one that wasn't on your list, and someone that we haven't yet spoken about in this podcast episode, Miss Ali Hazelwood.
I haven't read her yet.
I am in love. We're getting a second Bride book. We're getting Mates this year. Why is that not on my anticipated release? I've just remembered.
You bought me Bride.
I bought you Bride, you still haven't read
did.
it.
Don't call me out like that. A physical TBR is so hard for me. We've already said that I'm a mood reader. Don't do that. I will. I promise.
But I love Ali Hazelwood. I just recently read Deep End by Ali Hazelwood, and it has actually ruined my life. Like, I just want them to be real. I want to be the female main character in that book.
Yeah.
Really bad.
See, when I say that, I get scared because they wouldn't pick me if I was in that book.
No, I would make him pick me. It's that or death. Like, I'm in love with that man. I've heard that the audiobook is really good, and I want to reread it, so I think I'm going to listen to the audiobook.
I need to try audiobooks, but I fear I'm going to zone out all the time.
So I have to listen to it on, like, 3 times speed, but...
Yeah, no, valid.
Yeah.
Valid.
Okay, and then finally, top 5 tropes.
You can start for this one.
Okay.
Because I fear I'm going to change my mind.
I have one on here that is a little bit rogue. It's sort of like a micro trope, and I'm going to say it and you're going to judge. But I want to explain myself.
I'm scared.
One of my favourite tropes in a book is like the illness trope. Yeah? So I love when the female main character gets like a cold or the flu. Yeah? And it's poorly, and then he finds out, and then he goes round to look after her.
I see.
I love that trope. Or that trope of like, she hasn't been in contact with him for a few days because she's been ill, and then he comes in and he's like, why wouldn't you let me know that you were sick? I could have helped. And she's like, no.
Like the needy trope.
Get away from... I love that trope. It's in...
It's a great one.
It's in From Lukoff with Love, yeah? Obsessed. Like, I want him to make her soup and cuddle her and rub her head.
See, I didn't read that book. That was one of the book club books I didn't read. I'm sorry, but I can't say I will because I'm going to try. But no, that is a good one. That is a really good one, actually.
I also have Second Chance because I love being in pain, and I love reading the heartbreak of two people that so clearly should have never split.
Yeah.
That's the only time I like Second Chance. I like a second chance where something's happened and they've had to break up, not because he's like cheated or he's done something wrong.
Get gone.
No. I like a second chance where life circumstances or, you know, like right person, wrong time, that kind of second chance. Because I love reading about them being in pain and being sad and then getting back together.
Totally not unstable of your Chelsea.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Officer. Then we have Touch Her and Die.
Yes.
/ Who Did This to You. I'm going to lump them together. That sort of protectiveness.
Yeah. Give it me.
What more could you want out of life?
Honestly.
But
be protective.
But it has to be done in... So, Touch Her and Die can sort of be done in normal romance.
Yeah.
Because of, you know, like where like I don't mind if he like steps in and he's like, that's my girl, like what are you doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But it has to be done in the right way. But I do prefer like the Touch Her and Die in the fantasy of like, no, I actually will kill you.
Yeah, like you actually get gone.
Yeah. So I don't mind the protectiveness in romance, but it's a different kind. It's sort of
100%.
like back off, that's sort of like making a claim. But then in fantasy, Touch Her and Die
actually means you're perishing.
Yeah. And then the whole Who Did This to You as well. Yeah. Then we have obviously Enemies to Lovers. Because for our video watchers, I'm just a girl. I'm literally just a girl. I love Enemies to Lovers. Sue me.
Lock me up, throw away the key.
And then finally, Fake Dating. I'm going to eat it up every time.
I'm not surprised at that one. I'm not surprised at that
I don't know what it is. I just love it.
Yeah, no. It is great. It is a great one.
Especially if you mix the fake dating and they go out and then a guy tries to hit on her and he's like, that's my girlfriend, what are you doing? And I'm like...
And then there you go, you get your Touch Her in as well. You get that position in it.
Yeah.
Same. Now with mine, I somewhat cheated, somewhat didn't. Because
There's a running theme here, guys. Is anyone
don't start because
is anyone else like?
don't start because I will take it back to the quizzes. we'll go there. we'll go there. So for the ones who don't know and who aren't in the chat, we do a quiz and we take it in turns in hosting. And every single time I've not hosted, I've been done dirty. But we're not going to talk about that, are we, Chelsea? We're going to talk about my top 5 tropes. So
She's lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Literally gave half a point to someone else and didn't give it me, but it's fine. It's fine.
Some people need to learn to have respect for the quizmaster.
Get gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Anyway,
Get gone.
top 5 tropes, darling.
Top 5 tropes. So, like I said, it's kind of blowing the line of 5, but it is 5 because I see enemies to lovers, right? Top tier. They have to hate each other though. They have to hate each other. And
true
now this is
enemies.
Yeah, like I don't actually like him because he whispered something about me in chat. No. You hate each other. You loathe each other. I want to feel your hatred. I want to laugh at your insults. Like I want you to mean them. Be horrible. But because I like an enemies to lovers, I feel like who did this to you and touch her, I feel like they're very much incorporated in that.
Yeah.
So that's where I blur the line with 5 because I feel like in my enemies to lovers, they have to have those two things for me to be obsessed. So that's number 1. Now this one I think is this one so many people don't like, but I love. I don't know if it's because I don't know, but I love the microshot of a surprise pregnancy.
Okay, like accidental pregnancy. Okay.
Yeah, I absolutely eat it up. Like I'm such a family person, though, and I don't know if it's that. Like I just love seeing people become a family or see.
I'm never against it.
Yeah.
And there have been some that I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like,
but I see so many people like they're like, oh, if it's got pregnancy in it, I don't want it. No, give it me. I love a family. I love a little family vibe. Now, sticking to family.
Oh no.
Single parent.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Single what? Just realise what you said. She said, "Oh no," and for some reason, I have a feeling she thought I was going to talk about like step siblings. I knew it. I channeled my inner Credence and my mind.
Yeah, I was like Uncle Trope.
No, I haven't read enough of that yet, but I want to. My Fault London lives in rent free.
Yeah.
Another day, and we need to get the girls on to talk about that film. But no, the next one is Single Parent. I love a single parent, whether it's a single mum or a single dad. I've read more single dads, and I do love it. I do love it because a grumpy man obsessed with this tiny little person. Okay.
Yeah.
Get the ovaries going. Like I'm obsessed. What do you mean? And especially because there's like in real life, there's that stereotype. Obviously, you don't really get many single dads. It's all mums and stuff. I love seeing single men parent. I don't know what it is. I love it.
Yeah.
Again, so that's single parents. So that's what 3. I'm doing good. Doing good.
Yeah.
Next one, as a whole, I briefly talked about it earlier. Sport romance. I am a girl. Full stop. I am a girl. Full stop. I love sport. Full stop. So mix my love for sport, fictional men together, and women, obsessed.
Mm-hmm.
There's part of me, like when I was growing up, I played every other sport possible. Wherever there was a sport in a competition, you could catch me in that team because I just loved it so much. So I'm not shocked that it's come and translated into books, and I'm not shocked when they're even sexier men as well. Like shoot me if you want to give me a single.
The found family as well that comes in with sports romance. You know, like because they're on a team and they look after each
I never
other.
really
I
think
love
of it like that.
Yeah.
I actually never really thought about it, but it is because it's like a team. They become a family.
Yeah.
So sport romance, eat it up every single time. Again, sue me. Ice hockey. Hello. Joking. Anyway, so last but not least, right now. Again, blurring the lines. Small town, cowboy.
No,
Cowgirl.
valid.
I'm blurring the lines.
Yeah.
I love a place in the middle of absolute nowhere. I love the horses and the animals and the cows. I love their no service. I love the city person being dragged out to the country. Like my dream home, right? I don't know if you guys have seen Hannah Montana the movie. That is my dream house.
Yeah. Sign me
That is
up.
my dream house. I want the house with the rainbow chicken coop, but add goats, add horses, add whatever animal I want.
I want some pigs.
Okay? Some Highland cows, like baby
Goat.
ones, mini ones. Goats! You know the ones that faint when they get too excited?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
give me
Yeah.
that. So, I'm living my absolute dream every time I pick up a small town romance. And again, it doesn't have to be cowboy, but I'm not against cowboys. Never against a cowboy.
Yeehaw.
Ride a horse. No, what is it? Save a horse, ride it.
Ride a cowboy.
You know. Yeah, man. You know. So, yeah. I've just absolutely ran through those and I've actually stuck to my list. Done it.
Yay.
But yeah, so enemies to lovers, surprise pregnancy, small town sport, and single parent.
Love
Hooked.
that.
But there's so many others that I love.
Yeah. There's not
I feel like
actually
it's crime.
many things that I won't read about.
Yeah.
Because
Not a massive fan of retellings.
Of what?
Retellings.
Oh,
but
yeah.
some of them have been done really well that I've read. And I'm looking forward to one actually.
I
But
also
they have to be
think that
done right.
I might be in my toxic romance era. So even though I said I only like second chance if he didn't do something wrong, I've been enjoying a toxic romance, so maybe, yeah, I might
I've
be
heard
reading
Magnolia Parks is quite
yeah, I
toxic.
think I'm going to be reading Magnolia Parks this year. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, part of me wants to. Part of me is like, not sure. So I'll cross that bridge when I get to that era.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my 5.
Okay, so that was our first episode.
Yeah.
Thank you so
You got
much
to know us.
for watching, listening. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all of those things. On Spotify, I think you can rate us, maybe.
Yeah, you can follow us.
All of our
Instagram,
links.
TikTok, follow us.
Yeah. If you have anything that you
Don't
want
lose
us to
us.
talk about, let us know. Reach out. We want this to be enjoyable for you, the
We
people.
do. Interact.
Don't forget, you have this month to read First Time Caller, and then in April we'll talk about it. So yeah, thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see you in our next episode.